That is a long list of services that Republicans say Democrats are looking to tax. As we wait for a budget to see how the State House is going to spend your tax dollars, Republicans have been raising the alarm about possible tax increases. I'm Greg Bishop. It's Illinois in Focus Daily, each and every weekday morning here with the Center Square on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and get those notifications. You can also get headlines in your inbox. Go to thecentersquare.com and sign up for the newsletter today. All right, so earlier this week, we had some Republicans talk about DOGE in Illinois. We just talked earlier today with former State Representative Jeannie Ives pushing for more accountability and transparency on just how much money is going out to nonprofits. We last week, I believe it was, had Republicans also highlight what they said were the problems of possibly $6 billion in tax increases that's being proposed by the Illinois Revenue Alliance. And they actually joined with SEIU yesterday for a roundtable discussion about all the different types of tax increases. And that's for things like, increasing corporate tax rates, which Illinois already has among the highest corporate tax rates. Doing everything to find progressive revenue through a variety of different tax structures. They want to tax wealth in some fashion. And they're saying all of it, including impacting the estate tax, all of this to raise $6 billion that they say would pay for the state's priorities that they lay out, including immigrant services, which Republicans decry as very expensive with cost overruns for migrant health insurance and such. But here is yesterday, House Republican State Representative Ryan Spain saying that there's a new proposal out there. And actually, this isn't a new proposal. It comes up almost every year, and that is the issue of a service tax. All right, so all the different taxes you've got your income tax. It's taken out of your check, each and every paycheck. Some of it goes to the state, some of it goes to the feds. You've got property taxes. If you're owning a home, you're paying property taxes on that. Even if you're renting, likely your rent that the landlord's imposing includes covering the property tax. So you're kind of, in a way, by default, you're paying the bill. Then you get sales taxes. Sales taxes, when you go and buy a can of soda, when you buy that pack of cigarettes and it's got like a $4 or $5 tax on it from Chicago, for instance. The gas tax, another tax. But one thing that Illinois does not do, we don't tax retirement, and we don't tax services in the state of Illinois. So when you go get a haircut, which I do probably too often, which if you get your lawn mowed, you're paying somebody for that. If you name the service, get your nails done, right? I don't do that. Right? That was back in high school. No, seriously though, there's no service tax in Illinois, but it's been talked about every other year or so as a possible revenue source that could generate revenue for the state's spending. We can get into the debate, and maybe that's worth it before they get this budget together before the end of the month, as to whether Illinois has a spending problem or whether Illinois has a revenue problem, right? Some will say, no, we've spent way too much money. We're bringing in so much money already, we just spend it all. We shouldn't be spending it all. We need to restrain spending. Others will say, well, there's not enough money coming in because the needs are so great, so we need to increase taxes. Well, Republicans yesterday rolling out that long list of taxes that they say could be put on services, and just exactly what that will look like. Here's State Representative Ryan Spain yesterday.
Last week, progressive groups floated a proposal for $6 billion in new taxes in our state. And this week, a new emerging and potentially catastrophic proposal is being floated to fund the Brandon Johnson bailout for Chicago Transit Authority to the tune of more than $1 billion. And that is a new tax in Illinois on services.
Now, he goes on to talk more about this and just how many services there are that could be taxed in the state of Illinois.
It would be a massive infusion and increase of taxes upon families all throughout our state. What are the services that could be included in a massive sales tax increase? They could be potentially a very long list. Sales taxes that families throughout the state of Illinois are needing would be required to pay going forward. You can make any adjustments so that we can.
There we go.
Oh, great.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
So look at this list of sales taxes that would now be expanded to services throughout.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but that was kind of funny. He unveils it, and there's nothing on there. They had to flip it around. Anyways, sometimes rehearsal is important. Here's the representative.
Throughout the state of Illinois. It's massive. And so things like streaming services on TV, landscaping services, employment services, repair services, there is a long, long list of things that now our families would be on the hook for going forward throughout the state of Illinois. And it makes an impact on small businesses as well that are responsible for performing these important services throughout all parts of the state of Illinois.
And he also went on to welcome Dean Graven, who's a builder locally in Springfield. He's a handyman. He's been building homes for years. And he says adding a service tax will really hinder the growth of affordable housing.
A new service tax is a terrible impact on the housing. In Illinois, we talk about affordable housing. This makes housing unaffordable. It's just not going to work. Home builders rely on so many services: plumbers, electricians, drywallers, painters, the list goes on and on. Every time we call for a service, who's going to pay for it? The consumer. I think the consumer tax is one that would take our state to, we're now 47th in the nation in home construction. We'll go to last place.
We're also among the highest taxed nations in the country, not highest taxed states in the nation. So what would service tax do to that? Would it place us at the very top? We'll be watching. Anything can happen the last couple of days of session. I'm just letting you know. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and wake up with us here each and every weekday morning with Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop.